Within a few minutes of the news of Natalie Elphick's defection to Labour, Andrea Jenkins, not really bothering to follow Prime Minister's questions, she's the person with the one-fingered salute when she was appointed as a junior minister, and she hasn't really risen to much more than that. She writes on Twitter, now X, at Natalie Elphick, you were a centre-right Conservative. Labour want to give asylum to 50,000 plus people. I thought you had more conviction than to join the lefty Labour lot you despise so much. And there are a series of replies to this, and it's quite extraordinary, this tribal approach to politics. We should be beyond that. And one of the reasons politics has stalled is because of this tribalism. Natalie Elphick says it's time for change, time for a Labour government led by Keir Starmer. I don't know whether that's necessarily the case, but it is certainly time for change. The general election cannot come soon enough. A spokesperson for Momentum has said that Sir Keir Starmer's willingness to accept Natalie Elphick into the party shows that the Labour Party has moved too far to the right. Natalie Elphick has consistently demonised refugees and aid groups. She voted against Labour proposals to outlaw fire and rehire, while supporting a wide array of destructive and damaging Tory legislation. She should have no place in the Labour Party, committed to progressive values and working-class people. Sadly, Keir Starmer is taking Labour away from its core values, aping a failed Tory party instead of offering a real alternative to it. More than ever, Britain wants change, but is being offered a two-party consensus instead. I think really we are getting very close to the point where we need to bring in proportional representation. Natalie Elphick says that the Labour Party has changed beyond all recognition, so therefore I suppose she's agreeing with Momentum. She says, since 2019, it has moved on from Jeremy Corbyn and now, under Keir Starmer, occupies the centre ground of British politics. It's accepted Brexit, and its economic policies and defence policies are responsible and can be trusted. I don't think accepting Brexit means that it can be trusted. Brexit so far has produced no benefits that anyone can speak of. Most significantly for me, she says, the modern Labour Party looks to the future, to building a Britain of hope, optimism, opportunity and fairness, a Britain everyone can be part of. I don't know really what the modern Labour Party is actually looking forward to at all, except to take VAT off independent education, which will, of course, impact those people who are looking to private tuition, as well as those people who already pay taxes for education and opt to pay for private education as well. What this will do, I'm reliably informed, is lead to a flood of escapees from private education back into state education, which can barely cope with the rising numbers in classrooms anyway. What we need is not some sort of flag waving decamp away from private education to state education. What we need is a revamp of education itself. We need to rethink this industrial, factory-like form of education, which is dominated by an ever-expanding raft of exams, of public exams, and we need to return to schools the confidence that we place in schools in the first place. If we trust the schools to look after children, our children, then we should trust the schools to get on with the job. Although I think there's a business for Ofsted, I don't think there's a business for Ofsted to be producing league tables and to pitch one school against another. All schools should be valued for what they offer, and we should trust the teachers in them to get on with their job. I think there is a role for Ofsted to advise and to improve standards all round, and that's about a private inspection and a private process of reform of those schools that need reform, and to and to get the schools which are doing better to advise the schools that are doing less well. The idea that one school should be promoted above another is basically the idea of private education, and it's the wrong bit of private education. And the idea that private education is something that somebody is investing in better exams and better opportunities, that's not the case. Private education offers something slightly different. The old public schools offer an all-round education, which perhaps is out of date now. But there are many people who mistakenly think that it offers an entry into the better universities. And that also is a misunderstanding of what universities offer. I think we need a rethink about education itself.